Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you guys are tuning back in to see some of this new content that I'm putting out. So plan for today is to take you guys through my Sitka clothing. Back here you can see it all behind me here that I use throughout deer season. I basically built an entire lineup with Sitka gear that goes from hot to chilly, cold, and super cold. So I nearly purchased everything in the Whitetail line last year, and man, I know a lot of people hate on Sitka. A lot of people talk about how it's not worth the money, but I'm here to tell you, man, I've been hunting for a long time, and I was the guy that was layering and layering and layering and layering just typical clothing, from Dick's, Cabela's, even some Walmart stuff, and that's not really effective, and it bulks you up so much you feel like the Michelin Man, you know. And another thing to consider with Sitka is, while there is a high price, I feel good wearing the clothes, and it's something I take pride in, and I love the look. A lot of people knock on the EV2 pattern back here, but hey, I think if you think about it, it makes sense. When you're 20 feet up in a tree and you got the sky behind you, a deer is looking through that and they're seeing all these whites and grays, and that's the purpose and elevated the camouflage pattern that they've used. So we'll just jump right into things, I guess. Something that I failed to mention about how I used to layer cheaper clothing is I sweat real bad. You know, I'm kind of heavy. I'm not a small guy. I'm 5'9" and like 240, and man, it doesn't take long for me to really start pumping out some sweat. So in years past, you know, when I would get to my hunting locations, I may walk a half mile or so, but I'm in the Appalachian Mountains. So if you've watched any of my turkey hunting content we put out this past turkey season through April and May, these mountains are really high, they're really steep, and the terrain features are just ungodly around here, man. So it doesn't take long for me to start working up a sweat, and especially when you're having to layer up so much. I would wear like bibs from our local retailers, bibs and a coat, a jacket, and I would wear Old Navy sweatpants or cotton hoodies and stuff, and man, those are not moisture wicking. So let's say you hike in, you're wet, even if you put those on at the tree, you're not doing yourself any favors, because once that stuff gets wet, you're cold. Like, I would sit in the tree and I'd just be shivering, you know, because it was miserable. And Sitka has really solved my issues with that. So hats off to them. Absolutely phenomenal brand. I love their clothing, I love their technology. But let's jump right into it. This is the Core lightweight pant. Okay. The Core lightweight pant, it's a really thin material. I'm sure you can see it here. Super thin, super lightweight. You may even be able to see through it if you look. Yeah, you can. When you put your, well, you may be able to see my fingers and stuff. When you put this up to the light here in my shop, like, you can see right through this material. Now, what this is good for is it's purely a moisture wicking fabric. So the way that I like to run this is underneath my Traverse pants here, or your Stratus pants. That's perfect for that. And that's just going to help you to wick away moisture when your body's sweating. It's just going to help dissipate that moisture. So there's your Core lightweight pant. Next up in the lineup is going to be your Traverse pant. Here's your Traverse pant. Your Traverse pant, I don't know how good the audio is going to be, but very, very quiet. It's not very loud. It's stretchy. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but like this stuff just stretches, man. Like, look here. And it moves with you. It's not constricting on your body. It just feels really nice. And I will wear these from hot weather down to, I don't know, maybe in the 60s, especially if you pair these up with, you know, some core lightweights, maybe a heavyweight. This will get you pretty low, a lot lower than you would think. And like I said, man, I wear these also in turkey patterns. I've got it in the subalpine, and they're just really, they conform to you. They're loose, they're not really constricting, and they stretch, so they move with your body, which is phenomenal. I absolutely love that. Something else that I've got here, this is the Groove Life belt right here. Let's see if I can get you some close-ups of it. This is in gray that matches my gear back here, but it's the thin, low-profile one. And this thing is really, really good because it's stretchy as well. And the reason I like stretch, again, because I'm kind of a big boy. I like for my material to move with me. So this is a really, really nice belt. It's not leather. It's not going to hold, I don't feel like it's going to hold scent like leather does. So right here, this is your Groove Life belt. So definitely check these out. There's no buttons to fool with. You literally adjust it right here. You can see you just take and pull it to adjust it, or pull it out, and that's an intentional movement to pull or put to make it loose or tighter. It's not going to come undone on its own. So next is going to be the Core Lightweight hoodie. This is the Core Lightweight here, and this material is identical to the Core Lightweight pant. And a really, really neat feature of this is it has a face mask and a hood built in, which is great. And this is really nice for warm weather, but I wear this piece the entire season. This will be my next to skin piece, just like the Core Lightweight. And it's, again, it's thin. It has the thumb loops on the arms, that way you can put your thumbs in and put it through sleeves. Sitka's made for layering as well, so they try to make it easier on you. But this is your Core Lightweight. One piece that I don't have with me right now, it's actually alterations. I feel like I'm a tweener. I'm in between an XL and a 2X, but all my stuff I got is 2X, except for my Fanatic Jacket and Bib. Those are XL. But I don't like my stuff feeling tight, and an XL fits, but I like that this is a little looser on me. So I have my Fanatic hoodie at alterations, and that Fanatic hoodie is just a souped up hoodie that's made out of really good material. It has the mittens built in, the kangaroo pouch down here to put your hands, store your hands in. And it also has a face mask and a hood, much like the Core Lightweight that I just shown. One thing I'm having alterations do, if I don't change my mind, is cut the mittens off to just cuff here at my wrist, at the bend of my wrist, because that thing, when I'm wearing that, it goes way out past my, if I fully extend it, it will drag out past my fingertips, and I don't like that. Even though I understand the mitts are to warm you up, and I actually used those some last season, but I feel like if I didn't, I mean, I have gloves if I really need warmth on my hands, so I think I'm going to omit those on my Fanatic hoodie. So here's your Ambient hoodie. If you can't tell, I'm a hood guy. Here's your Ambient hoodie. The Ambient hoodie is made of 100 grams of insulation. You can see here. And that stuff is also pretty thin, man. And don't let this thing fool you. This thing is a workhorse as far as keeping you warm. I wore this all through turkey season in a subalpine pattern. And the technology that they speak of, it definitely works as far as the it keeps you warm when you're stationary, and helps to move that heat and moisture away from you when you're active and on the move. I think they call this active insulation. This is one of the coolest pieces of Sitka kit that I have. The biggest downfall to this piece would have to be the cuffs. They are elastic, but they're loose elastic, and I just feel like it doesn't do a very good job at your, like it just, I wish it had cuffs like, or even thumb holes to keep it in place. But that's not a major thing. It wouldn't keep me from buying it. I just wish they would update the cuffs on this jacket. Now this jacket here, you can wear this when it gets below 60. When you're below 60, you can throw this on over top of your core lightweight and your Fanatic hoodie, and this is just going to add to that warmth. Now, one thing this doesn't have is wind blocker. So if you've got a little bit of a stiff wind, that's going to go right through this and you're going to feel it, and that sucks, trust me. Buy a wind block. No matter what kind of Sitka piece you get, make sure you at least have an outer layer that is wind blocker. Next up, this is your Stratus Pant. Your Stratus Pant, it's going to come, I don't think I showed it, but on the, it has some of this tacky material, much like the Traverse. I think this has a little more of it. But this is it. It comes with a belt, and that belt does fine. You know, it's just a little clasp here, a plastic clasp, and you just put it together there, and it's tight. So, comes with an included belt. And this has wind blocker. I don't know if you can see the material in here, but wind will not penetrate this at all. It has a place for your suspenders if you're a suspender guy. Really, really nice, quiet material. I don't know if you can hear this on camera, but super, super lightweight and super, super quiet. So, this would be good for probably 50s. I will wear my Stratus Gear in the 50s. And underneath this, I would wear just my core lightweight. I don't get real cold on my legs. And a lot of people wear the Stratus throughout the whole season. And I'm going to get into that a little more. Like I said, I will wear the core lightweight. You could wear the core lightweight, the core heavyweight under this and go pretty far. But if I'm needing that much warmth, I'm just gonna jump straight to the Fanatic, which is not what a lot of people do, but I'll explain as we get further into it. This is your Stratus Jacket. Now, I absolutely love this piece. It's identical to the pants, but you can see it's that really quiet, fleecy material. Not a lot to it. And it also has the wind stopper technology in it. This comes with a removable hood. You can, I don't know if you can see that, but you can unbutton these buttons here to remove the hood if you want to omit the hood. Again, I'm a hood guy, so I like that. You can see in the hood here, it has like a flap that's built into it that goes over, and it almost acts like a ball cap over you. And it also has this piece of elastic they put here that goes atop your forehead. And when you're wearing any of these hoods, no matter if you're wearing the lightweight hoodie, the Fanatic hoodie, the Ambient hoodie, all of them move with you. Like they won't, like when you're turning your head, you're not turning into a hood. That hood turns with you, which is a really, really cool feature. I really like that. Again, I'm wearing this in the 50s. This will be my 50s piece. Let me see what else now. This, you're wearing your core lightweight under. You can really, the Stratus is very versatile though. You could actually wear this by itself in the 60s if you wanted. I just wouldn't layer up much under it if you don't want to be super warm. This also has a grunt tube that I'd forgotten to mention on here on the left shoulder. So but you can wear this in a lot of different temperatures. And again, a lot of people wear them way colder than what I would. So it has, I'm a saddle guy, but it also has back here a pass-through port. And you can see it's got magnets on it to kind of keep it in place there. It also has a drawstring on the back of the hood. That way you can kind of cinch it down and tighten it to around your face and head. Now we're getting into the big boy. This is your Fanatic Bib. And you can see this is really thick, really warm stuff. Makes zero noise, absolutely zero noise. Has adjustable, doesn't have buckles, it just has little clips here for you to change the length of the bib. This also has wind stopper. I was gonna try to show you the inside of this material, and it's just, oh my God, man, it's super warm. This is what I wear in place of the Stratus Gear. Let me see here. It has full-length leg zips here to make it easier to get on and in and out of in the woods. It has a two-way zipper on here, so if you're sitting in the tree and you need to zip up to get access to do your business, you can. This is just super warm, super cozy. This will cook you. I wear this in 40s and below, and the way that I will do that is to not overheat. I'll wear this, and the only thing I'll wear under it is my core lightweight pant and my Traverse pant. That's the only thing I'll wear under this for the bottoms. Now for the top, that's where you can regulate your temperature wearing these. For the top, I will do my core lightweight hoodie. Then I will go ahead and go to my Fanatic hoodie. Then I will go straight to my my coat, and that will get you down in the 30s easily. Now if you're down in the 20s, you could probably throw in that ambient top here, so you'd be wearing your core lightweight, your Fanatic hoodie, and your ambient hoodie under this, and man, you're really you're cooking with grease then. That's going to get you down pretty low, probably as low as you can handle. I'm in Kentucky, so we have pretty mild winters for the most part. I would say our average temperatures throughout November are in the 40s. That would be our average temperatures. You even got 50-degree days. So is it overkill? Yeah, but it also keeps me from layering up so much. I just wear my lightweight pants and Traverse pants in the woods with my lightweight core lightweight hoodie. That's what I wear in the woods to get where I'm going, and I'll pack this stuff on my backpack. When I get to the tree, that's when I'll go ahead and throw my bibs on, and I won't wear anything but my core lightweight. Climb up the tree, and when I get up there, then I'll zip everything down. I'll throw on my Fanatic hoodie, then I'll throw on my coat. So let me show you the coat. That's the last piece right here. Here's the Fanatic Jacket, the coat. Sorry, I called it a coat. This is the Fanatic Jacket. This is identical to the bibs, but it has body mapping. You can see there's pieces that's thinner. So right here, I'm a right-handed shooter, so this allows the bend of your elbow when you're drawing back. It allows some mobility here in your arm. It also has it here around the bottom of the jacket. You can see the difference in material there. This is like a silky polyester type material, and this is your Berber fleece. I think it also has it around the front here, on the front of the jacket, and that's to help to alleviate some of the burrs and stickers that you run into in the woods. Because if you get this covered in burrs, man, it's going to be some time picking that stuff out. So it also has the pass-through port back here with the magnets, much like the Stratus Jacket. You can hear those magnets. It has a crossbody zipper. It doesn't zip straight, but that is to have right here. That's for your hands to be able to go in. And man, this right here is super warm. When I'm wearing this, I don't even need gloves. Like, I don't even need to keep gloves on. Like, I just put my hands in here, and if it's really cool, if it's below 30s, I'll throw a hand warmer or two in here and hold them in my hands, and you are toasty. So there's your Fanatic Jacket. Here's your sleeves and your cuffs. You can see it's pretty good design. I'm really happy with this. So what I was saying about the Stratus, where a lot of people don't do what I do. A lot of people think that's too warm, and it is if you don't do it the way that I do. But if you hike in light, just a light piece on the top and bottom, and you throw on your Fanatic gear at the base of the tree, and then your coat and other warmer layers when you get to the top of the tree, you're golden. And you don't have all those layers. You're not putting on the core lightweight, then the core heavyweight, then your Stratus Pant or bib, and then the core lightweight, the Fanatic hoodie, the Ambient hoodie, the Stratus Jacket. Like, I just feel like that's a lot of layers to fool with. And, you know, I've read a lot of forums online and stuff that says that they don't feel like even when you layer up the Stratus that much, that you're still not going to be able to get as low as you do with the Fanatic. That Fanatic just makes my life easier. You do what works for you. I'm just telling you what works for me and how I do that. So here's my Sitka tool bucket. This thing is incredible. I absolutely love this. It is what helps me to be so efficient in the woods as far as packing in my gear and even my clothing. This bag has lashing points everywhere. So I will take my Cruiser Seeker platform, put it here, then I'll take my tethered ones, I'll put them on top, I buckle them across. There's 2 sets of buckles here that lashes them in. Then here on the bottom, I will put my bibs. You can lash your bibs to the bottom of the backpack. And then up here, I can take these out right here, had them stored, and you can see up here, you've got more lashing points. So you can put this here, the other side over there, and that's where I'll put my coat, man. And you just lash those down, and you've got your coat, your bibs, your platform and sticks, and then all my camera gear is down inside the backpack. And your camera arms out here on the side. It's just, man, you can't beat this stuff. This is the boots that I was wearing year after year before. This is your Lacrosse Alpha Burly. These are brand new. I just bought them last year. Haven't even had them in the woods. They're just dirty from being down here in the shop. But these are what I wore for years and years. Some kind of, the Alpha Burly Pros for at least the last 7 or 8 years, and then Lacrosse rubber boots before. The problem with these boots are they sweat your feet to death. When I would take off these boots at the end of my turkey hunt or even deer hunt, my sock would be wet. And that's just gross, man. I had swamp feet every time I would get back. And they're uninsulated, but rubber doesn't breathe. The pros to these are they're scent free. That's a big, big positive to these. Also the waterproof. These are absolutely 100% waterproof. They won't leak on you. Last boots I had, well, some right here. Let me show you actually. These are, I've had to shoe glue them and everything because they're falling apart on me. You can see. But these are the boots that I've worn for the last probably 8 years, and they still don't have leaks, even with them having holes all around the soles, and they've held up great. And these are Alpha Burly Pros. They're just on a real tree pattern. The rubber boots are awesome, but I had a revelation this last year, and I'd seen a lot of people on YouTube going to hiker type boots. So what I done, I bought these hikers, and these are by King. These are the King Targhee 3s. And let me tell you something, man. These things have changed my life. I even put some lock laces on here so you don't have to tie them. You just, when I put these on, I just twist and then hook around each loop right there. These things are awesome. They are waterproof. They've got Keen Dry in them, but they've got a Keen sole. I wish they had Vibram and Gore-Tex, but these things are awesome. They breathe. You can see the fabric. They're very breathable fabric. And my feet aren't wet when I take these off, and they just feel better walking in. These feel like a souped up tennis shoe. So these are what I went to this turkey season, and after wearing these for an entire turkey season, I'm almost considering selling my Lacrosse boots because I like these so well. The shortcomings I found with these is it doesn't have the Vibram sole, and it doesn't have Gore-Tex. It just has Keen's variants of that, so the Keen Dry and the Keen sole. Now they did fine. I feel like they're a little bit, I wouldn't say slippery, but they don't give me as much traction as my Lacrosse rubbers. So this is the Lacrosse Lodestar. And this boot is Gore-Tex. I don't know if you can see that there. And it has a Vibram sole. And it looks like a lot more aggressive tread pattern there, if you can see that. So I'm really, really hoping that these will fix any of the issues that I have with those. And I wouldn't even call it issues, if I'm being honest. I would just say that those are awesome. That's what I would say. There's no issues with those. I love them. As a matter of fact, these may need a good break-in period, but I feel like the Keens are more comfortable out of the box. So this is your Lodestar. It has the abrasive toe on it. That way your fabric doesn't get torn up when you're walking through the woods and everything. And you can see your waterproofing comes up to, you can see that flap right there. So as long as you keep your water below this eyelet here, you should be fine. This is something else that I went to a few years back. These are called Artic shields, and they literally slip over your boots. The only thing you do is unzip them in the back, step into them, zip them back up, and cinch them down here to cinch that around your ankle here. And these things save my feet. Now, one thing that I did do, and I know this is a janky looking job, but one thing I did was I bought on Amazon these come with a slick material, if you can see that. They're slick, and my platform, I don't know if you can see like these little nicks and stuff, my platform were tearing these up. Well, you can see right here too. It was eating them alive. So I bought some bottom soles for tennis shoes, and I glued these on here. So hopefully that protects the bottom, and it also gives me a little traction other than that slick material that it comes with. But these things are phenomenal. I have to vouch for these because they're that good. If you have problems keeping your feet warm, trust me, this will fix your feet, I promise. And they're like 40 bucks, 40 or 50 bucks. And you can buy them nearly anywhere. I think you can get them on Amazon. So try the Artic Shield boot covers. You won't regret it. With that said, I'm pretty sure that's a wrap for the Sitka haul here. To kind of show you all my system and everything that goes along with it. You know, deer season's fast approaching. Today's July 29th. Bow season opens here in Kentucky, I think, on September 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it's September 7th. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to be hammering some deer. We're going to be putting this thing to work here in the next 6 or 7 weeks, man. Not even that long. Probably the next 4 or 5 weeks. So you all stay tuned to the channel, man. Make sure that you like and subscribe this content. That really helps out the channel, lets me know what you guys like, dislike. Drop some comments below. And as always, just enjoy the great outdoors, because we're not promised it. I wish you all the best. And I pray that for the ones that you will be deer hunting this year, I pray for nothing but success for you. I really appreciate you watching, and God bless you guys. Later.